Welcome to Talking Crue, the unofficial Motley Crue podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Humphrey, where I talk all things in the world of Motley Crue. This is episode 76 this week, Methods of Mayhem, a public disservice announcement album review. But first, this week in Motley news, there's quite a bit of it this week. John Corabi did an interview for a podcast called Conversations Live with Cyrus, that's C-Y-R-U-S, Webb, where he talked about the new Dead Daisies song, Love That'll Never Be, plus the upcoming Dead Daisies tour of Europe, which actually starts in a couple of weeks in the month of March. Check out thedeaddaisies.com for those tour dates of Europe. And I will try to post this in the comment section down below. I know I can definitely get it posted on the Talking Crue Facebook page. So yeah, definitely check this out. It's about 7 minutes long. It's kind of short and sweet kind of interview. John Corabi's also in the news. His older band, Union, celebrated a 25th anniversary for their second album, The Blue Room, easy for me to say, released February 22nd, 2000. I will do an episode on this album on the John Corabi series in the future, so stay tuned for that. John 5 is in the news this week. He will be selling tickets for his Kiss Museum on March the 4th at john5.com, and it goes through all the way throughout the month of May. From what I can find out, is John will be showing his massive Kiss collection, which is absolutely really cool. If you don't follow Knights in Satan's Service on Instagram, that's John's other account, his Kiss account, where he actually buys all this stuff and shows it off. He will be doing a museum of this. He said that he will be, I saw earlier today, where he posted that he will be doing the tours himself, the museum tours, only 6 people at a time. It's in Los Angeles. I'm going to guess it's at a warehouse. I'm not really sure. I'll ask him and see if he responds. But I would love to go to see this. If you are going, write me a comment down below. 35 years ago, Motley Crue released the single Without You on February 1990 off the Dr. Feelgood album, which I talked about on episode 10. So way back there. So in case you missed the Motley Crue album reviews, go back and check those out. Plus, I did a bonus episode, the very first one in 2025, on the new Dead Daisies song Crossroads. So go check that out. It's a cover version. I know the song more from Eric Clapton. They did their version, which absolutely freaking rocks. If you hadn't checked out that song in the bonus episode, go check that out today. Also, 1 year anniversary for Mick Mars' solo album, The Other Side of Mars, was released February 23rd, 2024, and I will do an episode on this album as well on the Mick Mars series. Nicky's in the news. He took part of an article on GuitarWorld.com. He talks about his bass playing, especially on certain songs off the Dr. Feelgood album, plus more. I will post that article in the comment section down below and on the Talking Crue Facebook page, so in case you haven't read this yet. And that's it in Motley news. Like I said, there was a ton of it this week, which is great. It gives me more stuff to talk about. So this is episode 76, Methods of Mayhem, a public disservice announcement album review is what I'm going to be talking about this week. On this week's episode, I'm just going to continue on what I'm calling the Tommy Lee series. I started it on episode 69, Methods of Mayhem album review. Episode 70 was Methods of Mayhem live in Detroit, Michigan, 2000. Episode 71 was Tommy Lee's Never a Dull Moment album review. Episode 72 was Tommyland Part 1, the book review. Episode 73 was Tommy Lee's Tommyland Part 2, the album review. 73, I'm sorry. Episode 74 was Tommy Lee Goes to College, the TV show review. Episode 75, which was last week, Rockstar Supernova TV show and album review. And that leads us into this week's episode. So, let's go timeline on this album. Motley Crue was back during the Red, White, and Crue Carnival of Sins tour. While on tour, Tommy did the TV show Rockstar Supernova and the album. After the Motley Crue tour ended, Tommy went right back out on tour with Rockstar Supernova on late 2006 and in 2007. They were actually headlining in theaters in the United States, Canada, and even a couple of shows in Australia and New Zealand, with opening acts Panic Channel. I've never actually heard of them. If you have, write me a comment down below, Panic Channel. Rockstar Supernova disbanded when everyone had other projects going on. Motley Crue recorded and released the album Saints of Los Angeles, plus a tour in late 2009 into 2010. Tommy Lee started writing and recording songs for this album, Methods of Mayhem. So there's a timeline. So let's go info and facts on this album. The album was produced by Scott Humphrey. Scott Humphrey I've talked a ton of in the Tommy Lee series. He did the Motley Crue Generation Swine album. He produced that. The first Methods of Mayhem album, Tommy Lee's Never a Dull Moment, Tommy Lee's Tommyland, The Ride, and now this one. And he also took a little bit part of Rockstar Supernova album. He actually played some keyboards on that. There was a new record deal as well. This was released under Roadrunner Records, which is known for bands like Slipknot, Stone Sour, Gorja, that's Gojira, Motionless and White, plus a ton more. It's the second Methods of Mayhem album since the debut 11 years prior. Tommy Lee asked fans from around the world to submit demos where he and Scott would choose the best ones and use them. The Methods of Mayhem band members also changed. Tommy Lee on lead vocals, guitars, and drums. John J. Allen III, he's from the band Bone Machine, on lead guitars, and he does co-lead vocals. Will Hunt from Evanescence, cool band, on drums. Scott Humphrey did synthesizer and piano. DJ Aero, that is A-E-R-O. He's from Methods of Mayhem, the first album. He did turntables. Special guest as well on this album, Phil X, who is the guitar player for Bon Jovi now. Chris Chaney, he was in the Methods of Mayhem band, plus he played on Tommy Lee's Never a Dull Moment. On bass, Derek Webley, that's W-H-I-B-L-E-Y. He is from the band Good Charlotte. He is on guitar. Chad Kroger, he is the singer from the band Nickelback. He does background vocals on this album. Skillerex, I think that's how you say it. Skrillex. I know him more from the Korn album, Path of Totality. Get Up is such a freaking great song. If you hadn't heard that Korn song, check that out. But that's where I know him from. He does some synthesizers on this. Chino, that's C-H-I-N-O. Moreno, that's M-O-R-E-N-O. I'm pretty sure I probably butchered all that. He's from the Deftones, the band The Deftones. He does vocals on this album. The late great James Kodak. He was the brother-in-law of Tommy Lee. He actually married Tommy Lee's sister. He was in the band Kingdom Come. When he got on my radar, it was with this band, Warrant. And then he would go on to be the Scorpions drummer. He does vocals. Deadmau 5 on electronics. Sophie Tofa, background singer / dancer on Motley Crue's from 2012 tour till the end of the final tour. She's a freaking great vocalist. This album was released on September the 21st, 2010. There were 2 singles that came off of this. Time Bomb, which actually got a music video, and the other song was called Fight Song. It peaked at number 153 on the Billboard 200. I've said it a lot. Just to be charted, especially at that time, is freaking great. How many copies has this album sold? I can't really find an answer. If you know, write me a comment down below. So there's your info and facts on this album. So let's go track by track on Methods of Mayhem, a public disservice announcement. Really cool back cover. I really love that front cover. That's Tommy Lee in like a gas mask. That's really cool. So let's go. Track number 1 is Drunk Uncle Pete. This song just starts right in, then slows down with a little rap / singing. Fantastic lyrics, catchy chorus, fantastic drum beat, gang vocals. It's so freaking catchy. Love this song. It's so freaking good. This is where James Kodiak sings, so this is great. When I bought this album when it first came out, I put it in the car, and my kids, they were, say, 2010. My daughter was 9 and my son was 8, and they heard this song and just could not stop laughing because of the name of the song. But yeah, that's how you know it's a catchy song. Song number 2 is Time Bomb. It starts with Tommy singing with this guitar riff, then it just kicks right in during the chorus. Fantastic trading vocals between Tommy and John 3. Great lyrics, catchy chorus, amazing song. Song number 3 is Louder. This song begins with Tommy singing kind of quiet as the guitar playing and some drum beat go on. Tommy sings the verses as John 3 does the chorus. Great lyrics, fantastic chorus, great guitar solo on this one. For me, this is a great uplifting song. If you've never heard this song, check this one out. It's called Louder. It's so good. I promise you that. Song number 4 is Fight Song. Starts off with what sounds like a guitar and drum beat, then it just explodes all over you. Tommy's singing is insane on this one. This song just freaking rocks so hard. Chino, again, I'm pretty sure I butchered his name, Chino from the Deftones, helps out on this song towards the end. Fantastic guitar riff, amazing drumming. This song rocks your face off. Love it. Song number 5 is Blame. Begins with some guitar playing, then comes right in. Tommy's singing is great on this one. Fantastic lyrics and chorus. Good guitar solo. Really good. Great up-tempo song. It's so good. Song number 6 is Two Ways. That's the number 2. Starts with this kind of funky guitar playing, which is actually really cool. Then it really kicks in. Sophie is singing the verses as Tommy does the chorus. They sound absolutely fantastic together. Great lyrics, catchy chorus. It's so freaking good. Song number 7 is Talk Me Off the Ledge. It starts off with some guitar playing and a drum beat as Tommy sings. Cranks up during the chorus. Great lyrics, catchy chorus. John 3 helps sings the chorus with Tommy at the end of the song. Great rocking song. Check this one out as well. Talk Me Off the Ledge. Song number 8 is Only One. Starts with a gloomy sound as Chino of the Deftones sings. Then it picks up kind of rocking, then back down. Great guitar solo. Tommy sings the chorus. The good lyrics. The lyrics are kind of good. The chorus is just kind of okay. It's just an okay song for me. Song number 9 is All I Wanna Do. This one kicks right in as a little bit of hip-hop-ish kind of thing going on. Some dance or techno beat stuff going. Sophie and Tommy singing together. DJ scratching. Actually sounds really cool, the DJ scratching part. The beat's really good. Great lyrics and chorus. This isn't really my kind of music, but I actually really enjoyed this one. But this is what I was kind of talking about towards the end of last week's episode. This is a great Methods of Mayhem album. Really rocking stuff. Then this is kind of when the album kind of takes this little turn for me. You know, like I said, this ain't really my kind of music, that hip-hop stuff going on. But, you know what, like I said before, Tommy's got me listening because it's Tommy freaking Lee. That's why. Song number 10, Back to Before, begins with some piano as the song builds up. Again, with the dance tempo beat stuff, Tommy singing. The lyrics and chorus are pretty good. It's a good beat for me. This song is just, it's okay again. Song number 11 is Party Instructions. Starts off with some sampling. Then Tommy says, "Hello, kiddies. Do you want to party? Excellent. Let's play." As he tells you how to party. Sophie sings the chorus. Then comes right back to Tommy as he tells you more instructions on how to party. It's a really good song. It's a joke song, but it's actually really good. And that's how the album would end. Now, there is a version with bonus tracks on it, so I'm going to talk about the bonus tracks. That's how my album ends, is Party Instructions. So if yours ends different, write me a comment down below, because I do have one question for you. So let's get to the bonus tracks. Song number 12 is I Really Want You. Now, I did find the information on this one. This is a Japanese bonus track. Tommy starts singing with the drum beat, then kicks right in. Great lyrics, catchy chorus. This song is one of those roller coaster songs, so it's kind of starts off slow, builds up, comes back down. This song has got great energy in it. Really like this one a lot. The drumming is excellent. Love it. And then we get to bonus track, song number 13, Let's Go. Now this is the song I'm talking about. I can't find any information. Is this a European bonus track? Was this who? I don't know. If you know, write me a comment down below, because I can't find any information on this. This one begins with a dance beat with Sophie singing. She sings the same verses, and the chorus, it just kind of repeats over and over as she sings. It's very techno. This song's just okay for me. It's nothing special. Alright, so that's the album. So let's rate this album 1 out of 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. I give this album a 9. I really love this album. I think this is the best Methods of Mayhem album. Better than the debut. Definitely. Like I said, even though the album starts off with just this rocking great stuff, and then towards the end you got those two kind of songs there, and then the Party Instructions kind of has this joke, which is actually kind of picks up the album a little bit. But yeah, so I give this a 9. So Let's Go, least favorite track. Let's Go, which is a bonus track, Only One, and Back to Before are just okay songs. I don't skip it. It's just not my favorite. Then my favorite songs are on this album: Drunk Uncle Pete, Time Bomb, Louder, Fight Song, Blame, Two Ways, Talk Me Off the Ledge, All I Want to Do, Party Instruction, and I Really Want You are my favorite songs on this. Alright, so homework this week. You rate this album 1 out of 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. What's your favorite song or songs off this album? What's your least favorite songs or songs off of this album? And that's it for this week. Next week, I'm just going to continue on what I'm calling the Tommy Lee series with episode 77, Tommy Lee's Andorra album review. Can't wait to talk about this one. This is a little different for me on this album. So yeah, I'm gonna try and grade it a certain way, but yeah, there's some things going on. It's very interesting, I will say that. So can't wait to talk about that next week. If you know anybody that's a Motley Crue fan, likes to talk about Motley Crue, hear about Motley Crue, send them this way. hit that share button, copy the link, send it to them. Tell them go on Google, Firefox, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, and type in Talking Crue. All the episodes will pop up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button yourself. Give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. It helps out the podcast a whole lot. I want to thank all my new subscribers. Welcome aboard. I want to thank everybody who's gave me thumbs ups and done the homework questions. I really love that. That is absolutely freaking fantastic. And that's it. I will see you guys next Friday. And you just took a ride on the wild side.